Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oscar Buzz. We are live. We are doing Bafta winner predictions, final predictions for Baftas. Hello, everybody in chat. Yeah, I just got back from work. Thomas, it is a whole next day for you
Yes,
in
it
England.
is. Yep,
2:30 in the morning.
it
So
is. Yep,
there's
yep.
that.
But
There's that.
should be fun.
But
Always fun.
oh, and your internet's bad. Cool. Um, fantastic start. Fantastic start. Um, Hello, Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Jeremiah. Thomas telling Thomas to get to bed. Fascinating. Thomas's internet is trying to get him to go to bed. I'm going to drop him out for a second. But yeah, so we're going to be doing BAFTA winner predictions tonight. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Nick. Hello, Ayush. I don't know if he does love the BAFTAs. Hello, hello. Yeah, so I'm going to be completely honest. I have not given a second of thought to the BAFTAs up to this point because there have been just I don't know this award season has just been going on for way too long. I'm feeling very, very disconnected from literally everything that is going on with this award season because I feel like a lot of things are very obvious and there also isn't really any bad winners. Like there's nothing that I'm really passionate against. Like actor, it's Killian versus Paul Giamatti. Both would be fantastic. Actress, Emma Stone, Lily Godstone. Both would be fantastic. So I don't know. There's not anything that big, but you know, it's still fun to talk about awards. We're gonna be talking about BAFTAs. Thomas is back.
I think I'm back. My Wi-Fi always seems to cut out the later it goes, as if it's very inconsiderate of
They
us
want
being
you
trying
to
to
go.
stream.
Actually, they want Sam.
Exactly. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. But
Hello.
hello.
Thomas is very sad about his related bloodline not being named the best actress. Yeah, we got to keep this going. Thomas is actually cousins with Lily Gladstone,
Yep.
unironically.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. I'm not mad about this BAFTA lineup. As we said when we were doing nomination reaction,
Hello.
a lot of people really didn't like this lineup.
I thought it was
I
bad.
think there's quite a lot to like in it. So, but I seem to be fairly in the minority on that take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can help us tonight. Like I said, we were talking beforehand. Neither of us have thought about this at all
Not really.
leading up to this. So this will be interesting. This will be interesting.
Live, fresh, sort of, our
Yeah.
takes as they are now. So,
I
yeah.
think we figured out
be
fifth
interesting.
cousins. Fifth cousin.
I think it's like fourth cousin with a couple removals in there, like maybe 2 removals,
That.
something along those lines.
Sam is busy. Sorry. I'll text him that he was missed. But all right, here we go. Let's get into BAFTAs. We're just gonna go off of Gold Derby because it's easy.
Yep.
As somebody in chat said,
Yes, exactly. I feel these first couple of categories that we look through are going to be
Oppenheimer.
fairly simplistic because it's just Oppenheimer. Like,
It's just
even though it's British director, cool, war film, cool,
It's
it's
all
a big tech sweeper as well. And it just seems well on its way to winning Best Picture. Like, the BAFTAs won't change that. The BAFTAs are not doing anything weird here. They could do some weird stuff later on. Best Picture, not happening.
Yep, this is very, very obvious. Hello, Cameron. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I think All Quiet will win here. Please don't even. You actually have 4 things winning 7 BAFTAs, but not best film, right? Would even be number 2. I mean, it's Anatomy or Poor Things, probably, right? It's got to be one of the 2.
Probably. I mean, the Holdovers didn't do terrible in terms of picking up nominations.
Yeah.
I don't think Anatomy is competitive for winning here. I would go either Poor Things or Holdovers for my number 2. Either way, it's a fairly big chasm between that and Oppenheimer. Like, Oppenheimer is just walking away with this one.
Right. There's no point in even discussing. Speaking of no point in even discussing, Nolan walking away with it, easy sweep, whatever.
Exactly. I'd like to preface as well. Good lineup. I really like this lineup. I'm very happy to see Payne and Cooper here, and then Andrew Haig.
Look, it's so this is good.
Sure.
This would be nice. Just skip. We gotta make sure Cooper's out there. Yeah, like that. That's nice. That'd be a good lineup.
If they were to do 5, Cooper would be the one to drop off. But yeah, very happy to see Andrew Haig here. Sadly, it's obviously it's meaningless in terms of wins because Christopher Nolan is easy.
Nolan just obviously takes this, but okay. Best actress.
Slightly more interesting one.
This is interesting. If I say Sandra Hüller, I feel
a lot of people might try and say Sandra Hüller. I would love to see it. favorite performance of the year. I don't envision that manifesting. I just think Emma Stone will become this award season's person to go for. I think SAG will be more of an issue for her. Lily Gladstone could win there. If Emma Stone wins here, does a good speech, maybe she just carries it all the way and wins SAG as well. I'd like to see Sandra Hill. I just can't envision it really.
It's probably Emma, but I don't know. I could see Sandra happening here. I could see Sandra happening. Emma for the Oscar. I'm waiting for SAG. I'm just waiting for SAG at this point. Whatever happens at SAG is what I'll probably predict. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, but
Yes.
again, like I'll go with Emma here, but I just like if Emma takes SAG, going with Emma. If Lily takes SAG, going with Lily. Yeah, I think it's as simple as that at this point for Oscar predictions. So
Okay, fair enough. I mean, if Emma wins here and Lily wins SAG, I'd still consider doing Emma. I might even
that's fair.
do Emma because I don't know. If you're looking at above the line, I feel like Killers.
But
is
that's
more
literally
likely to
just
walk home.
that's literally just Kate and Michelle last year, though. It's literally the
Yeah,
exact same.
but Everything Everywhere was winning Best Picture.
This
thing
is
to
this is
remember.
fair.
Whereas I feel like Poor Things is less likely to go home empty-handed in bigger categories than Killers is. I just think Killers kind of feels like it's at that point in award season where you just don't see it getting any wins.
That's fair.
And you know, so
I don't know. We'll see with SAG. This is probably just Emma, though. Again,
way,
I
yeah.
could see them going for Sandra. Like, I wouldn't be shocked, but yeah, just play safe here.
No, I'd be very happy to see it as well. Very happy.
Okay. This is probably just Killian.
This is probably just Killian. It could still be Paul. I don't think the BAFTAs are like that sort of, that they wouldn't go for Paul Giamatti in the holdovers just because it's quite American where you've got Cillian Murphy. Like, I feel like Paul Giamatti could very much still win here and just be a sweeper this season. But
I mean, imagine Paul sweeps.
Exactly. And I could see it. I don't think that's out of the realms of possibility. I just think Oppenheimer will be too much of a juggernaut here. I just think Oppenheimer will clean up pretty much everywhere.
That's what I'm leaning towards. Yeah. Shout out to the 6 people predicting to you. The real ones.
Honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. You think Cooper is above Paul? No. Oh, I disagree.
Not a BAFTA, I don't think. Like, yes, they did him in director and they did like Maestro a fair amount. I still think Paul's just.
I mean, I think this is a similar case of like I'm predicting Killian and Emma to win here, but Lily and Paul to win SAG.
Agreed, and I don't think SAG will go 4-4. I know they did last year.
I think it's going to be Lily and Killian at the Oscar.
I see. I'd be leaning probably more towards Paul and Emma.
But I think it is, again, if SAG and BAFTA split, you go for the Best Picture winner. So then that's where I would lean Killian and Lily.
Maybe. I do think there is something about the narrative in Paul winning. I think people want Paul to win.
If you want to talk about narrative, Lily.
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite the same because Lily doesn't have that career narrative attached. Like, I think people want to see Paul Giamatti win. I think Lily and Emma, they're probably picking that based more on the merit of the performance themselves, in which case I can see people leaning Emma, slightly favouring it. But I don't know. This is a conversation for a different day. Either way, I think Killian is probably gonna
for a later time. But yeah, I think here we agree probably Killian and Emma. I think we have a fan of your accent.
Thank you.
Killian is either SAG or BAFTA. I'm picking him for the Oscar. Yeah, again, I think if they split, you just go for the Best Picture winner. At least for me. Cooper gave it Austin Butler type performance, transformative. Butler won BAFTA. But I don't know. I think he's Butler won like Globe, and I don't know.
Yeah, and BAFTA weirdly took to Elvis in a way that I don't think we were quite expecting.
They didn't do for Maestro.
Exactly.
You think Barry Keoghan's above Paul? Oh, we very much disagree here. This is, but I think the comparison here is Killian is like Michael Keaton. As far as Best Picture winner. I know it's different with the career narrative or anything, but I could see Killian being that, where he's a part of the Best Picture winner that's like taking everything and then just falls at the last second. But I don't know. So yeah. Okay. Supporting actress. This is easy. We can move on.
I think it is just Divine still. I've heard people try and make other cases for other people.
I know the BAFTAs are racist. We're aware the BAFTAs are racist.
Holdovers in picture, like they liked it enough. They liked it. Pain in director. why would they not do the swing that's sweeping when they clearly like the film?
Like, and I know they did like Barry Keoghan over K Kwan. I know that was a thing last year. But I don't know. I mean, I just think it's really clearly Divine.
I
Like,
fundamentally don't think there's any other actress in this lineup strong enough. Like, I'd go for Sandra Hill and Claire Foy. We can write them off. I don't think they're happening.
right. That
And I
my
don't
personal pick
think
would be those
Rosamund
two.
Pike or Emily Blunt are of a strong enough caliber. They're not of the same
It
level.
would be Blunt though. It would be Blunt.
It would be Blunt. I don't think the performance is there really, and this may just be subjective, but like I feel a lot of BAFTA voters won't necessarily, even though if they love Oppenheimer, they'll still recognize that she doesn't really have very much to do. It's not her best performance. Like it's a good performance, but it's whatever. So I just don't think the competition's there.
Yeah, I just think Divine just has this like.
Yeah.
It feels obvious. I mean, didn't Ariana DeBose win everywhere?
Yeah.
Like they just swept. So I think this is fine. Supporting actor feels pretty clearly like it's RDJ here. Like I think the supporting categories are kind of locked.
Yes, especially looking at the rest of the people in this lineup. If one of the Poor Things people is in here, then like maybe there's competition, but they didn't love Barbie, so Gosling's not happening. All of us, Paul, no.
Sorry,
Dominic
excuse
says
me.
no.
Why are
Probably one
5
more
people predicting Jacob Elordi?
Again, good luck to them. Good luck to them. So no, this is similar to Sporting Actors. I just don't think BAFTAs will recognise the caliber of any other of these performances to the same level as Robert Downey Jr., especially Best Picture winning film in this awards.
Yeah. All right, original screenplay. I agree. Anatomy. And
I do think it's closer than the odds would suggest.
Yeah, I think Holdovers has a shot as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Barbie is also there, but I think it's probably Anatomy for Holdovers here.
Yeah, I don't think Barbie for BAFTA. I don't think Past Lives
yeah.
of Maestro would really. They've just not been showing up really in screenplay.
Yeah.
So it would be between Holdovers and Anatomy. They were both in Best Film, but I just
I'm
kind of feel
leaning
like
Anatomy.
Anatomy is going to take this award.
Well, I think Anatomy, like I maintain, and I know people have come off of predicting Barbie for the Oscar and adapted. I'm still leaning Anatomy Barbie as a screenplay pair.
I think I might be tapering off Barbie as a winner.
Interesting.
To be honest, but yeah, either way, I do like Anatomy as
for American Fiction.
Film.
Are you leaning?
Say that again.
All right, for American Fiction for the Oscar.
To be honest, I'm still undecided, and what I do here will be, yeah. Well, I'm still going through it in my mind, but I'm just thinking maybe not Barbie.
That's fair. That's fair. Now. I don't know. I could see a world like I don't know. I think people will be galvanized about like the Greta quote unquote snub and want to go for her there. Like I think that could play in her favor, but we'll see.
Could potentially, but yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think here I don't know. I think Anatomy's just winning the Oscar. Like I just think
yes, and what a great winner that would end up being. Like yeah. Perfect.
Absolutely. If Holdovers won BAFTA, would you predict? Yeah, I think if Holdovers wins here, then I'd probably predict Holdovers. Yes. I think whatever wins here,
I'd agree. I'd agree. Yeah.
Just because we don't have WGA, so
yeah.
Adapted here.
And I'm thinking I'm in a similar position here. Whatever wins here, I might predict for the Oscar, since Barbie's not here. Like, I think at the end of the day, it'll come down to whatever wins here and Barbie.
But so. I don't agree though, because I think American Fiction is so much stronger, and that's just not going to get love at BAFTA. Like, I think even if, and again, we haven't seen Barbie compete against these, so I think it's whatever wins here between Poor Things and Oppenheimer, and then you add in American Fiction and Barbie.
I don't know if you need to add an American Fiction. I'm still not sold.
I think American Fiction's strong though.
Really? You think screenplay win? I think it makes a lot of sense as a screenplay nominee. I'm not entirely sure.
I could see it winning.
Maybe, but I'd place a number 3 between Oppenheimer.
I know. I think this category is really open. Like I don't think Zone is winning the Oscar, but I think you could make arguments for Poor Things, Oppenheimer, American Fiction, and Barbie.
You could.
And we really aren't going to have that much information. No. Because Barbie's in another category. Like American Fiction, like a Barbie won at Critics' Choice. American Fiction won at Critics' Choice as well. We don't have WGA, and then we just have whatever wins here.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I tell like maybe if Oppenheimer wins here, I don't think I'd predict Oppenheimer to win the
Yeah.
Oscar.
But
So
then
that's
would you predict Poor Things since it lost?
maybe not.
So then it would be between Barbie and American Fiction.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Oppenheimer winning the Oscar.
No.
I don't see that as the type of film that sweeps. It feels like, you know, a No Man's Land, right, where they spread the love.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially in screenplay. Especially in screenplay.
But I
And
also
then
don't think like because I'm probably predicting Poor Things to win at BAFTA since we are doing
this is
BAFTA,
what I'm
right?
thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I think I'll do Poor Things winning BAFTA and then it will take the Oscar. If Oppenheimer wins, I'll have to have a serious rethink about this category, I reckon.
Yeah. Like, and again, I think that this is also like Poor Things probably stronger than Barbie, but like again, All Quiet that won here, right? And it
Yep.
was much stronger in Best Picture. Women Talking still won off of its only other nomination except for picture. So like again, I think yeah, if Poor Things wins here, it's Poor Things, Barbie, and American Fiction. If Oppenheimer wins here, then I would say it's Barbie, American, but like Poor Things could also still win it. Like
But Oppenheimer could also still win it if it wins it. It
right,
does have a
Oppenheimer could still
substantial
win it.
margin.
I don't
Yeah.
see it, but like genuinely, and again, we won't have any information on Barbie, but
No,
like
this will be fascinating. This is a real turning point in this category, I think.
and yeah, Poor Things makes a ton of sense as a screenplay winner. So do American Fiction and Barbie. They also make a ton of sense as screenplay winners.
They do. I do think there is something to be said about the comparison that Poor Things is like a more complex version of Barbie, which is
I
not
would
aiding
agree, but
Barbie.
also look at their screenplay winners. They don't care about complex. They gave it to Belfast and like
No, but Poor Things isn't
Coda.
like pretentiously complex. It's like a fun, complex kind of thing. Like it's got that fun,
I,
witty factor of American Fiction and Barbie, plus it's got that more prestige factor of Oppenheimer.
yeah, but also they like fun. Like I don't know.
But what I'm
Like
saying is Poor Things would be a fun pick still, I
yeah,
think, for many.
but then I
Like,
think you
that
also
is
have
the
to factor
appeal
in
of the film.
Greta, the Greta narrative, and also I think you also have to factor in the writer director thing,
You do.
which like I think is massive in the fact that Poor Things isn't written by Yorgos. I think will hurt it a bit. So I don't know. Like
I
yeah,
do
this
think
category
Tony
is
McMara is still a
no, he's still
fairly
definitely a name, but I'm just saying, like, if we're looking back, they like going for the writer director has proved to be a lot safer.
but is that more of just a name thing potentially? Like directors' names tend to
Maybe,
be
but you
more.
can't argue that Tony McNamara is more of a name than Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach.
No, definitely not. But I do think he is more of a name than just someone else. Like
Sure.
he's still he's getting his name out with the film, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I like no matter what, like I genuinely wouldn't be shocked if it was any of those four.
No,
When
no, really
and
not.
and this is all we get. All we get is BAFTA here, and that's it. And like no matter what happens here at BAFTA, you could still make a strong argument for any of these four films.
Yeah. No, 100%.
So it's gonna be interesting. But here I'm predicting Poor Things.
Yes.
At the
Actually,
Oscar,
I think if Poor Things misses, if Poor Things doesn't win here, I would significantly reduce it in terms of win competitiveness.
yeah, yeah.
So,
But I don't know. I think most people are saying Poor Things here. We'll see what happens at Oscar.
yeah.
You people like your hair.
Thank you.
Someone's mom likes my hair. Okay.
Oh,
Jack is watching. Yes. Oh yeah, Jack. I made you a mod, so use that power how you wish.
okay.
But you're allowed to
I
do things
wouldn't
now,
give him
Jack.
that kind of power. That feels like a bad decision.
I had to make somebody a mod.
Sure.
I think I made him a mod. I made Sam a mod, and I think I made Adriano a mod. Adriano, if you're here, I don't know. I feel like that's decent.
Yeah.
Okay, but Jack, like, don't unless I. Okay, let me just. Yeah. Anyways, Poor Things winning here. Probably. We'll see.
Probably. We'll see.
Cinematography, Oppie, easy, right?
Yes,
Sweeping.
this is
Yes.
easy. This is easy. And a lot of the texts are just quite easy, Oppenheimer. So, yeah, we'll get some of these, but this one definitely.
Yep. Yep. Costume design.
I kind of agree with this as well.
I think Poor Things here. Yeah, I could still see Barbie winning Oscar though.
Yeah, I'd still be leaning Barbie for the Oscar in costumes and production design, but I could see Poor Things take both of them here. That kind of makes sense in my mind if
Yeah.
they didn't love Barbie, but they did really like Poor Things.
Yeah. I know people are bringing up Poor Things cinematography with BSC. I'm gonna go for the safe pick in
I
the
think when the best picture winner is
yeah.
the front runner in cinematography,
Yeah.
I feel it's hard to bet against.
The chat is very complimentary right now, so no banning will happen. Okay.
Cool. Good to know. I feel like there could be a case in which Barbie and Poor Things split costumes and production design.
I just don't know in which way.
I just don't know which way, which is why I'd rather just predict.
I mean, I think at Oscar, it's likelier that Poor Things takes production design.
Yeah, because there's more.
And it won
thought,
like
yeah.
ADG and set decorators and everything. Like,
Exactly.
but again, like I still wouldn't write off Barbie to win the Oscar. Like,
No, I'd still be predicting Barbie to win the Oscar. As I said, I'd still be predicting Barbie to take both of them.
Yeah, but we'll see. I think here though I'll lean Poor Things costumes.
Yes.
Editing, Oppie should be Anatomy, but
I mean, yeah. Hopefully, if anywhere the narrative can start for Anatomy to get that win, it's here.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna happen, and I really wish it did, and I really wish it would. But
yeah. Makeup and hair, Maestro, but how amazing would it be if Poor Things won? Like if Poor Things wins here, okay, and I've been toying with this. If Poor Things win here, I'm absolutely predicting it for the Oscar.
I'd still be predicting Maestro. The Oscars liked Maestro, BAFTAs like Maestro. I don't think it's that.
I know it's gonna be Maestro, but imagine if Poor Things won this. How good would that be?
It would be nice. It would be nice to see the Maestro. I'd choose Poor Things personally out of the two. Either way, I don't. It could happen here. It really could. I think the Oscar is fairly locked up for Maestro.
Yeah. Favorite one over Vice. Fuck, I'm predicting Poor Things. I'm predicting Poor Things here.
I do think there's also something to said about Vice is definitely a film the BAFTAs wouldn't have taken to, whereas Maestro, they did like it.
Hot take, significantly better than Maestro. Like by a large margin, Vice is better.
Very much disagree with you, but either way, like the BAFTAs, Maestro they took to Vice. I don't recall exactly how it did at the BAFTAs, but I can't imagine it did. Brilliant. It doesn't feel like that kind of film.
I don't know. I want to do something here. I want to predict Poor Things.
Sure. But
yeah.
And yeah, this conversation we sort of had before with
I'll go Poor Things for it's interesting. Why did Gold Derby?
Oh god.
You're broken.
Interesting. Yeah, sure. I don't know why that's happened. Also, great non-zone of interest. Deserved the Oscar.
So good. Yeah, Thomas has seen Zone of Interest since last time in my life.
Yes.
But we talked about it in our top 10. But yeah, go watch our top 10. Yeah, I'm gonna go Poor Things for the double at BAFTA.
Same. I think that's what I'm doing.
And I might do Poor Things production design Barbie costumes for the Oscar.
I think there's a nice sense of unity if they just give it to both of them. So either way, I think we'll end up with a double winner at the Oscars.
Okay.
I think either Poor Things will win both or Barbie will win both. And I just think the Barbie production, it's so out there. It's so in your face. Not that Poor Things isn't, but they didn't make Barbie Land or whatever it's called.
Sure. No, for sure. Again, that's why, like, I do think this is kind of big, even though Barbie did take Critics' Choice. Like, ADG is obviously more important. I think for the Oscar, as long as nothing weird, like as long as Barbie doesn't like win production design here, which would be weird. But like, yeah, I think I'd go Barbie costumes, production design, Poor Things at Oscar. But I think Poor Things double here. Yep, the few, the strong. Score Oppenheimer, easy, sweeping.
Easy. This is probably the easiest tech.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, actually, no. This is the easiest one.
This is the easiest tech.
Yeah, 100%.
Sound.
I was going to say sound, but then Zone of Interest would be a great winner.
I might predict Zone of Interest to win the Oscar.
Oh no, I think.
I know that's incredibly bold, but I feel like Zone of Interest is okay. So there's like all those articles like the Zone of Interest was surging and it might surprise in Best Picture. No, that it's not going to happen. As much as I would love that to happen, I think it's like genuinely one of the greatest films ever made. Yeah, I don't know. It's not going to win Best Picture. Though, can I see the passion funneling into a category? Yes, I can. I think Zone of Interest. I'm predicting it to win here an Oscar.
I think the problem with Zone of Interest for me was that it underperformed in text. It didn't show the widespread appeal. Like, it didn't get cinematography. It didn't get score. It didn't get production design. Sure, none of these things were ever locks for it. We were just sort of always predicting them on the periphery, but it didn't get them. It only got international sound and then picture, screenplay, director, whatever. So
This
it
could
didn't
also,
quite have that
could
tech
also just have
appeal,
an Oscar, but
which
yeah.
is why I just think when you've got Oppenheimer, which had the Trinity death scene, followed by that scene in the lecture hall or whatever, those are just like the most
I get that, but
Oscar.
I'm just saying as far as like this is voted on by like it isn't just voted on by the sound like I think that they're I don't know. I think if people are gonna funnel passion in for Zone of Interest somewhere, like it I think it just goes here. Because I think there are a
Maybe,
lot of
but I guess
people.
what I'm arguing is that I don't think the passion to funnel is big enough to overtake Oppenheimer.
I think it's there. I think there's a lot of people watching Zone of Interest right now. It's the last thing that they watch, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing," because it is. And I think they're gonna vote for it where they can. I don't know. I could see it. I'm gonna predict Zone here. I'm gonna predict Zone here.
Okay, fair enough.
I could just see it. I could just see it. And
Yeah,
also, I
I'd
think
love
that
to see
Zone.
it. It would be my personal pick,
Yeah,
probably.
same,
Yes, it
same.
would be my personal pick. So, but yeah,
I
unfortunately, I
also
just
just don't
think
think
Oppenheimer.
Zone's gonna go home empty-handed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. VFX. God, what is this?
God only knows what to do here. Right, I think we can take Mission Impossible out of the equation. Let's start eliminating some.
Okay,
Mission
Mission
Impossible.
Impossible. It's not gonna be Guardians.
No, BAFTAs wouldn't do Marvel.
So we have creator, Poor Things, Napoleon, and like this is literally so. This is Oscar lineup except Poor Things out, Godzilla in, and I feel
Yeah,
the same way about the Oscars. I think it's creator, Godzilla, or Napoleon.
yeah, yeah.
I
Honestly,
think I'm gonna go creator here, but I'm predicting Godzilla for the Oscar. I think.
I'd take Napoleon slightly out of the Oscar winning conversation just because
But production design. It's the only one that has a production design nom.
I just don't think it's popular enough. Napoleon.
And the creator is.
I think there's more passion for the VFX specifically in the creator than there is.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, I'm predicting Godzilla for the Oscar. But
I think people remember Napoleon, remember the creator more than they remember Napoleon. I don't see anyone talking about Napoleon anymore. I do see people going,
should I not
"Oh, the
be?
creator was an underrated film."
Wait, should I not be predicting? I'm going for Godzilla. I don't know.
I might be at the stage where I just think the creator will take this one and then take the Oscar, and it'll be a lot simpler than this race has suggested it might be.
I mean, yeah, if like I know creator makes sense. I don't know. I'm predicting Poor Things here, though.
Okay, so you're doing creator neither place.
Yeah, I think Poor Things wins here, and then Godzilla wins Oscar. That's what I'm going for.
I could see Poor Things winning here, in which case I think I'd still lean the creator to, well, maybe
Would
not.
you?
That would be a different conversation, but I think the creator will just end up being the VFX winner this year in both BAFTAs and the Oscars, and it'll just sort of
That's
take.
where I mean, if creator wins here, then I'll have to like reinterrogate this category.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that there's passive Godzilla. I think that if you're scrolling down on the ballot and you're like, oh, what do I want to throw my vote towards? I don't think that creator and Napoleon necessarily jump out. Neither the Guardian. Like I feel like
But I think people like the idea of voting for the creator in VFX. I don't
do
think
they?
they'd necessarily
Why?
look at the film.
Who are you
elsewhere.
talking to that's loving the idea of voting for the creator?
I feel like the creator, it's got that narrative attached to it that the VFX were made on such a small budget, whatever. People will like that. And I think that if you've seen the creator, you won't like the film necessarily, but there is something to be said about the VFX within it. And I think that is the
But I
same.
think people
side
liked
with
Godzilla more.
But I just don't know if that's really actually going to manifest. I think that's
I don't know.
still
Like
not my vote.
everybody's seeing it right now. Like they just did the black and white re-release or whatever. Like I don't know. I'm I think Godzilla makes sense. I really think it makes sense, and I think the passion will be there.
Okay.
But here I'm gonna go Poor Things.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't know if anything will beat the creator here, which just makes me think that it's going to carry over to the Oscars.
Interesting.
But
yeah,
like
this is different. Like Napoleon is. I know, but like people saw, but do people care? I don't know.
I don't think people will care enough to nominate. But I don't see the VFX being shouted out for Napoleon.
Yeah.
Whereas I do for the creator and I do for Godzilla.
Right. This is a weird
Like,
category. We have a couple like this where like VFX adapted screenplay in like costume like I genuinely, no matter what happens at BAFTA, I think it'll be really hard to say, like to feel really
yeah,
confident about them.
yeah. It feels like BAFTA should be more of a turning point than it probably will end up being, since we
Yeah.
seem to be
I
passing
think
a
we'll
lot of these
be
competitions.
in the same place for a
Yeah,
lot. So yeah.
yeah. No, for sure, for sure.
But I don't know.
'Cause even like lead actor and actress, it's not gonna solve.
Oh yeah. No. Like no matter unless Emma wins both BAFTA and SAG, or one of Paul and Killian wins both BAFTA and SAG, then it will be obvious.
But
If
like that's
literally
basically
any
sad.
like if there isn't a sweep in the lead acting categories between BAFTA and SAG, then it won't be obvious before Oscar night.
No, no.
So there will be a couple fun categories. What's this? Ezra's doing number things again. Of the last 50 VFX winners of the Oscars, 38 were nominated for sound, 21 ended up winning sound, 35 were nominated for production design, 8 ended up winning there. Okay. So sound slightly more important than VFX. Which is, again, I think it's creator versus Godzilla, probably.
Yeah.
I don't see Napoleon.
No. I'd agree.
So okay. Casting. This could literally be anything.
This could be the only one I don't think it would be is All of Us Strangers, as much as that would maybe be my personal.
Even though it's by far the top choice.
Oh yeah, that's why? I don't know about that. I feel it didn't take much casting initiative to think Paul Mescal might be good at this role. To be honest,
What if I say Anatomy?
that would be unconventional.
Like I don't know, because like let's think why holdovers. They found Sessa, right?
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon. You have the massive native cast. Anatomy. You have Milo. How to Have Sex. You have like all of the kids.
I think I might take a swing and do How to Have Sex. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm kind of leaning that.
Like, I'm looking at this lineup and my gut is telling me holdovers won't win casting. Like, that doesn't make much sense.
I'm glad that I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, I think Killers could, but based on the previous winners I know of in this category, Joker, Elvis, Rocks, I'm missing one, but
Joker, Elvis, Rocks, and what's
one?
the other year?
Wait. 2021?
What did win? Someone in chat tell us.
Yeah. Either way, Killers doesn't fit that lineup really. And again, Leo, Robert De Niro, they
West
don't
Side
feel
Story.
like
Thank you,
fine.
Aiden.
Say that again?
West Side Story.
Oh yes, okay.
So it was Joker, Rocks, West Side Story, Elvis. So music, young cast, typically not a massive ensemble. I mean, holdovers does make sense, I guess.
Yeah, it could.
In a way. I don't think it's Strangers. Killers doesn't entirely make sense. I don't know. I think it's Anatomy, Holdovers, or How to Have Sex.
I wouldn't do How to Have Sex here. I don't know why. It did decently well. It got best British film. She got in Rising Star. Me and McKenna Bruce.
Let's see. Joker, West Side Story, Elvis all won acting category, and the Holdovers is more of a chance to win an acting category. I mean, but Anatomy could definitely take an acting category though. Like Sandra can win.
But either way, what about Rocks in that scenario?
Right, which would be the How to Have Sex.
Yeah. I don't know. I think when there is no obvious winner here, there might be a temptation if they've seen How to Have Sex, which clearly a lot of BAFTA voters would have done. It was released. Yeah. I think it's fairly widely seen in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I could see you throwing your vote to it in a category like this.
I'm fine with going for it.
Yeah. I don't know about Anatomy of a Fall. I'd like to see it. I don't really see the narrative there or why someone would choose to do Anatomy of a Fall in casting.
Yeah. I mean, you also said they picked some of the actors from How to Have Sex for kind of well-known children's shows and
Yeah. No, I feel fine about doing How to Have Sex. if you want to.
I'll do it too.
You want
I'll
to
do
take
it
the
too.
risk
Fuck
together?
it. We'll
Yes,
go for
let's
it.
take this risk.
Let's take a
this risk.
swing. We've
May
been
as
very
well.
safe.
I mean, we've done fairly safe stuff
Yeah,
throughout. Like,
we're
this
gonna
is the
take a swing.
category
How'd have
we
sex?
Yeah.
All right. Animated feature.
This is a very interesting category as well. A
Hmm.
lot of real 50-50s.
Also, this is true though. Actually, Snoop was a great find. Or that the dog actor's name is Messi, but plain
Messi.
Snoop.
There you go. Yeah.
This is an interesting one. Probably the Spider-Verse.
I think I'm still leaning Spider-Verse. I think people have gotten overly ambitious about Boy and Heron's chances, and I think when it missed a score, like
yeah, I wouldn't be shocked
Arsenal.
if Boy and the Heron showed up here, but I think it
No.
is just Spider-Verse, probably.
Yeah. No, agreed.
So yeah, okay, cool. If Boy and the Heron does win though here, then we have to have some serious conversation about the Oscars.
Yeah, because I still think Spider-Verse would take PGA, but
yeah,
what would actually take it? I don't know. That'd be very fascinating.
Here I just think Mary pulls the sweeping, easy.
Yes, yeah, it makes sense as a winner. It's the only one I believe it crosses over with the Oscar lineup. So
yes, no, easy. Mary pulls.
Well, I will say I do think Wham is more likely than any of the others. I would put Wham at number 2 probably.
But yeah. I mean, just like Novelty last year though, it's just Mary Poll.
Yeah.
Foreign film Anatomy, right? Yeah.
It could be Zone.
It could be Zone.
I might be leaning Zone here, you know.
I'm going to Nat. I mean, they gave it best film. I don't know.
They did, but Zone would have been close.
I think Anatomy makes a lot of sense.
It could. I might do another swing here and say Zone.
Just really? Oh, I don't. I'm not with you on this one.
Now, like it's released right now in Britain. People are seeing it. I don't know. I can see BAFTAs doing something weird here because we've seen before. They don't always. We saw even with the nominations, they don't correlate in terms of categories, really.
Yeah, but that's because they do the weird jury thing. Like this is voted on by everybody. I just think it's Anatomy.
I don't know if there'll be enough people that if they've seen Zone of Interest now in the UK, they would be tempted to give it their number 1 over Anatomy. I think a lot of people would be feeling that way.
So you're going to go for it here, but not sound?
Yeah, because I think Oppenheimer is a different beast entirely.
Interesting. No, I just think it's Anatomy. I mean, as much as I would like it to be Zone, like
yeah, I don't know. I feel this could be one of the weird things where like when Anatomy got into picture and everything everywhere, but like Zone 1 here, I can see that just being a random thing BAFTA to do.
I don't know. Usually the international winner at the Oscars have a precursor win. It's a British film. We got more. Yeah, but this is a weird scenario where Anatomy obviously would have swept and won the Oscar, but France didn't submit it. So if Anatomy wins here, then nothing has a precursor win.
Yes, so that is true.
It's just Zone anyways at the Oscar. Best British film. This is where I might say Zone.
I don't know. I think Poor Things it had a lot of widespread appeal across this BAFTA voting body.
But I don't know. I think this could be a thing where they they've just seen it. They want to throw it a vote.
Maybe, but Poor Things also wasn't released that long ago here. It does still feel like a film.
Oh, I forgot that you guys just got Poor Things too. Never
exactly.
Mind.
It's still fairly fresh in the minds of British voters, I imagine.
No, I know. I forgot that Poor Things just came out as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because
I do just think it's Poor Things.
You just got that.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Then. Yeah, just Poor Things then. I think, that's just fairly easy. Like if Poor Things had come out 3 months ago and then you just got Zone last week or 2 weeks ago, then I think that this could be a conversation.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
No, cool. Rising Star. Oh God.
Okay. Is Jacob Elordi really still a rising star? I've actually seen this lineup. Right, that one feels wrong. Iowa very cool. Good to see here. I don't think she'll win at the BAFTA.
No. Mia McKenna Bruce. I could see randomly hit. I mean, this is voted on by the public.
This is voted on by the public. Oh, Jacob Elordi's got this on lock then.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's Jacob or Io.
Oh, I think the public. I think you're underestimating the appeal of Jacob Elordi
No,
amongst
it
the
is.
public.
It is probably. Didn't
Yeah.
Elordi just get in trouble with something though?
Oh, I don't know.
I
That
thought
wouldn't.
someone in chat let me know if I'm like making this up, but I thought that Elordi just got like in trouble for like I don't know. He did something with like a radio DJ and yelled at them or something. I don't know. I forgot what it was.
Okay. I mean,
But
maybe it's not even. It hasn't even had time to sink into voters' consciousness, though.
right,
Like, I feel like Jacob Elordi is still. I feel like most people, if they look at this category, you're asked to name one of them. Jacob Elordi is the one they know.
yeah, no, that just makes sense. I'm gonna try to find a vote for it. I would vote for Io here, but
Yeah.
you think he assaulted or pushed an interviewer or Pep or something? Okay, yeah, I saw something with that on Twitter. I didn't really look at it that much. Hello. The internet unanimously took a side on that.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
I
Glad
think
we've got
Lordy
Jack
was
as a
sexually. Oh, Lordy was
consciousness
sexually harassed with it. Okay,
spokesperson.
I don't have enough information to talk about the situation clearly.
No.
So we're just gonna move on. Jacob Elordi is probably winning this.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Cool. Yeah. Well, that's BAFTA predictions then.
That is it. That is it. Couple swings, a lot of fairly simple stuff to predict, but a lot of stuff should be shaken up by this ceremony. I'm excited. I always like the
I honestly
BAFTAs.
don't think much is gonna be like a lot of things where it's like, oh, it's an interesting category. We're talking about it, and we're like, but whatever
No, but
happens.
it's gonna add something to the
Yeah,
conversation.
like
Sure.
adapted screenplay and VFX. I genuinely think that you could make an argument for 3 to 4 things in those categories, leading up to Oscars, no matter what happens here, and you could make a genuine argument.
Yes, yes. But still, it should be interesting. I'm excited to see David Tennant as a host. I heard he was the host, which should be
Oh,
fun.
nice.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Sorry,
But
I just have to address this. Yes, very much so. She is
oh, that
the
means she
most
must win.
Irish
She must win
person
here.
on.
Then
Actually,
home advantage.
she is Irish. I could
Mm,
see that potentially. Then, yeah,
yeah,
for a British vote, yeah. Just everybody, we must. I would everybody's Irish. She's from Dublin.
sure.
We all know this.
Yes.
BAFTA reactions. I think we're gonna live stream them. I think
Yes.
we're gonna live stream the BAFTAs because they're happening. What time are the BAFTAs?
I
Because
think
I
that
know they're gonna be at like a 2-hour delay, so we're just gonna be like basically just scrolling through Twitter, and trying to figure out.
I think there are 8 for me, but I can
So
double
that'd be
check.
2 for me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be off work then. So, 2 o'clock Central, so that's 3 Eastern time for everybody. Yeah, they aren't live. They're gonna be on a 2-hour delay. So, but we get the announcements on Twitter, I think. Wait, so the ceremony is at 8 for you?
I believe so.
So they're on a 2-hour delay. So that would mean that we'll get information at noon my time.
Oh, no,
So
7 it starts. 7 to 9.
we'll figure out the timing of
We'll
it,
figure
but
out those times,
we're going to
yeah.
be streaming before the actual ceremony happens, but when they're announcing everything, because they announce everything, and then the broadcast of the ceremony starts after the actual ceremony has been taped and recorded.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they've done a delay, but yeah. So
Cool.
but we'll figure it out. So that we'll live stream the BAFTAs.
Yes.
We'll see you on
Something
Sunday
to
for
do
that.
with that. What time? Who knows? What we'll
Yep.
actually be streaming? Who knows? But yeah,
Yep.
we'll do
We'll do
stuff.
something. You'll see our BAFTA reaction.
For
But
sure.
anyways, that is it, everybody, for BAFTA predictions. Thank you, everybody, for watching this train wreck of a stream. I hope you enjoyed some of it. We will see you all this weekend, probably live for the BAFTAs. We are gonna have a Bob Marley review coming up soon, I think.
Yes.
I might watch Madam Web.
I'm choosing not to. I'm withdrawing from that.
So I don't know,
Not yet.
plenty of things coming up on the channel this weekend, including BAFTAs. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us for this last 40 minutes or so. And we will see you guys all this weekend. But until then, thank you for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.